Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile. This is Affliction League 3.23. We're doing the Cyclone Slayer build, and I'm having a blast with this. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's continue. It may seem odd that you're not spending your points yet, but it's okay. We're going to spend one of them. And this is a very simple build so far. We won't look at this for a second, but we're going to get to that. It's pretty cool. We're just doing this. A little bit of damage, little life recovery from regen, and it's easy. We recovered these points with our refund passives. We still have 2 left. You should have 1 or 2 left as well. And then we went right down here. We're going to spend 1 more point, and then we're going to ignore this. And it seems odd. You're like, I got these points to spend. I want to spend them. Don't worry about it. You're going to be extremely powerful, and you're in good shape. So don't worry about it. We're going to apply that point, get a little more powerful. But we're going for something specific at a certain time. So let's go on to the next step. On the map, let's bring this up. I've got to Act 3, and that's important for a few reasons. At level 28, it unlocks a choice, and between level 28 and 30, it unlocks an important choice you're gonna make right now. And all we did was we went in here and went into the crematorium, went through this, and got the sewer key. We're going to use the sewer key to go down and continue our way through here. But the choice is this, and here it is. One of the rewards is...
What is it?
Clarissa's reward, okay? And we're going over this. Hatred, Grace, Dread Banner. Looks all pretty cool. Might even use that. And then... but we're going to make it simple. I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. We could do Dread Banner. We could do Blood and Sand with that little 10% extra reserved mana. But right here we have a choice. We're going to choose this one, Pride. And it says, nearby enemies take at least 15% more physical damage. Well, we're pretty close to everybody. And especially with Flicker Strike, we're going to be right next to them literally. So that's great, 15% more. And then if they're a difficult creature for some reason, as time goes by, if you have to fight them for 4 seconds, it's gonna be 30%. So here's your choice. Now towards the end game, I don't necessarily run this. You can, but there's another choice right over here. Duelists can get this right away at level 28, I think. And once we unlock her second tab, and if we look at this gem, and it's an orb of alteration it costs. If I do that, this is your choice. This is what you're faced with. And we could run it either way. Our defenses, 54, 43, 48. And that's pretty good. But if I were to put this item on, look what happens here. If I were to put it on, and we have to step out of town to make it go. We'll go over here. And if I were to take a look at this, oh boy, here they come. We have to fight them. Sorry, guys. There. Oh, come on. If I were to take a look at this, if I were to enable it by pressing 1, it's going to reserve a bunch of our mana. We also have Herald of Ash. We took that, and that's an aura as well, and that reserves 25% of the mana. So this one's 25%. We'll even move it over here to keep consistent. So we have AoE, Purity of Elements, and that's 50% of our mana. And then this is for more damage and coolness with our Molten Strike so far. That's 25%. So if we do that, we're down to that. No problems. And now look at our defenses. We're almost capped at 75, and there's ways you can raise it, but the cap is 75. So we're almost capped, meaning we're taking very, very little damage from, or a lot less from fire, cold, and lightning. Pretty cool. Now, the next thing it also gives you is, we hold Alt over it. It says you and nearby allies, your friends, if you guys are teaming up, are immune to Ignites, Scorched, Can't Be Chilled, can't be frozen, can't be brittled, shocked, which is a big one, and sapped. That's 7 different immunities to bad things. It's, if you want an easier, just more relaxing playstyle where you don't have to worry about getting these capped, because we're going to be concerned about these pretty soon. Not really soon, but pretty soon. You can go this route, and it makes life a lot easier. Or we can get some more damage. It's 50%. We'll move this up here, and we're going to go with this. Now, consequently, by going with this, we're going to level up this one in the offhand. And because this is white socketed, we can just go like, let's see. We're going to level up. We'll take it like that, and we'll put this one away and level it up later. We're going to level that in the offhand. That way, it gets better, and when we want to switch over to it, it's there. Alright, let's go back to town, or doesn't matter. We'll go to the next, explain the next thing. Let's go back to town. Next up, you're going to be finding more interesting items. And one of the things, well, a couple of things we found those wool shoes. And those are Wanderlust shoes. We know we can sell those for a couple of chaos. And we also found this item. Let's identify that. Now, it doesn't have as many sockets, and we're going to have some socket pressure on us, meaning, you know, we need, right now, we absolutely need, we technically don't need Leap Slam, but it's nice to have. We need that. That's a good thing to have. We don't need to support it with faster attacks, but we need Steel Skin, Pride, or the other one. So we need like 5 of these. Yeah, 5 of them. So, and then 4 here. But that's all we need. So we're in good shape. Let's just take a quick look at what it does to our damage if we were to switch over to this weapon. Just a random limb splitter, but it's a good weapon, I think. It triggers Shockwave if you have at least 150. We don't have 150 strength. But let's just see. Oh, a big drop. We don't want to do that one. Alright. So you can either vendor these or try to sell them off on the market. And we'll be right back. Actually, let's go over the next item. Our belt's terrible still. But if we look, we found a couple of these essences through those weird shrine things that we open up. And it always drops one of these. Well, let's see. Let's try this with the belt, or if the belt reflect, let's try this one right here with some cold resistances to belts, and we'll just roll it. It's going to make it from a normal to a rare item. Let's see what we got. Some life, some cold resistance, reflect 5, a little bit of regen. Let's compare it with control. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to lose a little bit of damage, but our damage is through the roof. I think we're going to go with that just to be fun. Cool. Alright. Now, once you get to this town, Act 3, you're going to come up to this guy right here. And remember how we've been saving these up and these up? There's a reason. You're also going to start finding these. These are worth either a chaos. You can actually sell them for a chaos each. A little more, maybe even. But if it's just one, you probably 1 for 1 chaos. Or you could actually use it. If you need to, you just right-click, and it adds a passive respec point, that refund point that we've been doing. Alright. Next up, we're going to come up to this guy right here. We're going to purchase items. And on his last tab, look down here. These things are worth, if you can get 2 of them, they're worth 3 chaos. You can get a trade for 3 chaos. And we need chaos to actually buy the things that we've been buying. So, let's buy, you could actually buy, let's see, right here. You want to buy these because, see, those cost 8 whetstones? Well, we need 2 more. So we'll go 1, that goes down, 2, and then we can buy this one. And if you can buy your second one, it's ideal because you might only get 1 chaos for one of these, but if you can save up to 2 of these, you can get 3 chaos. Very easily, pretty consistently on the trading thing. So, let's put this away, and let's do this, because people are waiting for these shoes. Let's actually sell them for, what is this? We'll sell it for 2 chaos. I don't want snipers to get it. Hopefully people that are watching the series get this. and I'll just give it to them for free if they're actually leveling up and doing this. There we go. And if you exit the area and come back, that'll refresh your sales tab too. Okay, let's put this stuff away, and we'll sell this off to him.
What's up?
That might be worth a chaos, or you could sell it for maybe like an alchemy or something like that. But I don't need that, so we're just going to go like that. And we'll destroy that one, and we'll put this stuff away. Put the flicker, and away we go. Cool. Okay, the next thing we're going to be explaining, which is kind of cool. You're wondering, why don't I have gems on any of these things? Well, if we go into... We're going to start going into these on every new map for a few reasons, but let's go in here. We're going to hold down Control just to pick and make sure it's a new map, but in this case it was. We're going to go in. You don't need to do it every time. I was just in there. I wanted to make sure it refreshed. Let's go in here, and we might get whispered while we're in here. Let's see. We do have that. You're going to go into these things, and you're going to look for the yellow. We're going to focus on the yellow. We'll take that rustic sash. It might be better than the one we have on. The yellow stuff, the yellow little wisps. And if we hover over it, tells us what each wisp does. Basically, once we get back out of this and into the regular map, it empowers the creatures. This one is going to empower it with quantity based on the amount of wisps. So you're going to get more, the number of drops. If you find blue wisps, it's going to drop additional currency, and the purple wisps are rarity. So if you mix all of these, you're going to get more drops. The drops are going to be more rare, better drops, and then, oh, this is the rarity, and this, you're going to get more currency drops as well. So a mix of all these, and it's going to be pretty impactful. But we're focused on this one right now because we want to unlock. We're going to go through here and we're going to find a certain guy. Is that the guy? I think it is. Well, that was it. The Warden of Eves. Now, I'm going to run right around him and collect a little bit more stuff of this wisp stuff, this yellow, because we can actually buy stuff from him for that, but you don't want to lose him. He's a little hard to find. You might have to go into 3 or 4 of these to find him. Maybe 6 if you're unlucky. But we found him right away. If you follow the wisps... Oh, 1 second. Whisper. 1 sec. And... Alright. So now...
Yes?
We're going to purchase this, and we can look up... Do we want that? That one can poison, this one can freeze, and that one can do bleeding effects. It's up to you, but in general, we're in good shape here. I'll explain those later, and you're going to have more chances at finding these later. But basically, what we want to do when we find them, we're going to choose specialization, and we're going to go for the Warden of the Magi. You'd click Next, and then you'd say select it, and then you're going to have 2 points to spend. And if we zoom in here, well, we're going to go with this one and this one. There's so many different ways you can go. This is pretty easy, and you can reset this later. But right here and here, because if we don't have any gems equipped in our boots, we're going to move 30% faster. If we don't have anything equipped in our hands, we're going to have 25% increased health. If we don't have anything in our chest, it doubles the value of the defenses from that in our chest. Pretty powerful. And then if we don't have anything in our helm, which we generally do though, it adds 50 to all of our resistances. So we're going to pick that, go through it, and say next, and we're good to go. And let's get out of here. And I'll just run into the darkness to try to end this area. But otherwise, you just keep following stuff, and eventually you run out. Sorry, that's sold. Trying to get out of here, guys. Come on. Oh, look at them all. Everybody wants to wanderlust shoes. Come on, there, let's get out of here finally. And now, let's go back to town, or to our hideout, and we're going to invite the first guy. And invite. And nothing. Let's take these out of here. We're definitely getting a sale. And trade. Are they, they're leveling up. Cool. Trade. Whisper. Free. Trade. There they go. So they're not, somebody buying it to, sell it for more, so most likely. And then I'm going to whisper the other people, sorry, sold. And this guy as well. The P in there. Alright, cool. Next up, let's get into the next thing. We can ID that belt we just found. We'll compare 45 life. That's probably better than what we got on. Yes, it is better. 45 life, and it increases our damage. Okay. Where is that? 1990. 2000. And we have more life. Let's see. That's better across the board. And we just sell this off. So if you're not looking for items on the market, I could go and find a belt that's way better than this. Just like I can go and find and if you want to, I would suggest going on there. You've got the chaos to spend, 1 or 2 chaos. You can get a new one, a new chest. I just don't need it. We're doing completely fine without this. I can get a better ring. I can get a better gloves. All this stuff. So accept, and we'll go on to the next step. We're in a hideout. That's what I'll explain next. It's pretty cool. In Act 2, once you've completed this Chamber of Sins area, Helena gets unlocked. And you come up to her, and she's going to say, hey, maybe select a hideout. And you're going to pick the one you want. I like this one, but you're going to be able to unlock more of these as time progresses as well. There's some pretty cool hideouts that you can get. I've picked that one, and then we're going to go to it. And right here's how you can go to it. And you're going to start setting this stuff up. Now, yours won't look like this. You won't have all these other items because I've unlocked them. But you can put your stash down. Let's see how you'd put your crafting bench down. You go like this. You say edit, and then you say decorations. And we're going to search right down here for crafting bench. Oh, crafting. Right there. And you'd click it. That's a horticulture. And you'd put it down. Then you'd go out of that. Also, while you're here, if you want, just to make sure, later in the game, people can come into your hideout, and you want to trade with them in your hideout, that's fine. But you have your map device with a bunch of portals around it. You can actually block so that only your friends can access your portals instead of party members, because you're inviting these people, these strangers, over to your house, and here's your portal open to all these things. It's very unlikely. The etiquette is so strong that people don't touch your portals. But just to be safe, you can say only friends, and you can, or only you if you really, really don't want, or only friends and guildsmates. We'll go with that one. Now we've got this thing down here. Close that out. If we click it, we can drag it. We can turn it around like this. We can move it around by dragging it. And I'm just going to put it right back where... Oh, I'm actually going to spin it around 180 like that. And then we're going to move it right back where it goes. Right over there. That's fine. And then we say edit again, and that locks it in place, and we'll minimize that. Now we have a crafting bench. Interesting, right? Remember how I was talking about earlier about all these different prefixes and suffixes? Well, these are a list of suffixes, and these are a list of prefixes. Now, I've unlocked a bunch of these with my other guy in this league, so I don't really have access to these really expensive ones yet, but you will. But these cheap ones I have access to. And we're going to do our first craft on one of our pieces of equipment. Okay, we're going to start with our gloves. Or we could do this one. We just found this. Let's do this one. If I hold down Alt, I can count the prefixes. On a rare item, that's 3. That's the max. But it's got a couple. It has a suffix spot open. See how it goes suffix, suffix down there? And so it's got a suffix spot open. And if you didn't want to really look at it, you could just toss it in here. And it blanks out these. Meaning, it says, hey, you can't craft a prefix on there. But then these are open to us. And we have a few decisions here. I'm running that pride, so maybe I should focus on some resistances on here. Or I could come down here and I could do some a mix. You won't have access to all these things. Or maybe you need some strength and dexterity, or maybe you need some strength and intelligence. There's different things you can do. Let's take a look. We're going to press character. The item is sitting in there still. Don't forget it in there. And what am I low on? Cold and lightning. That would be kind of fun. Let's take a look. Uh-oh. I'm in edit mode still. There. Open that up. Is there a cold and lightning? There is. And now I'm not going to cheat and get the expensive one, but this is pretty expensive for 6 transmutes. But you really should have them by now. They're just kind of piling up there. Now, unless you've been swapping them for wisdom scrolls. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. You could do a cheaper one, I think. Maybe this one might be cheaper, like just fire or just lightning. But this one's a little more expensive. And it might not be available to you right now. But I think it might be. I don't know. Level 24 it should be. We're going to do cold and lightning. We'll slap that on there. And let's take a look at our defenses now. Not bad. Getting close to 70. Closer. But pretty cool. And then I'm just going to quick look at that does cold. I already put that on there just a second ago. Could I put anything on there? Doesn't look like it. Just because it has 6 lines, don't discount it, because some of those might be count as one prefix or a suffix. But look at it, prefix. Yep, it's 3 and 3, so that's a no-go. This had a spot open. That we can't craft on because it's a unique, and we're in good shape. Unique boots, those are nice. Sorry, those are nice. I'll slow down a little bit. Pretty cool. So that's how we do this. Occasionally you're going to find these things. There'll be a guy down there that sells charms. And if you do a price check on this item, it's looking like 5 chaos. That means if it's asking 5, you could probably do 3 or 4 and sell it right away for a chaos. Pretty cool. And I don't need the chaos for it. I'm just going to stick it down there and save it for later. Alright, let's go on to the next thing. Let's do this. Let's get this back on track here. Put the steel skin there. We'll buff ourselves back up with pride. And it's not going to show up on this offense thing because it doesn't understand nearby and closeness. It's not going to show up there. But you can actually, that's going to be 15% more. So 300, you're going to be doing 2,400 damage, and then even more, approaching 2,800 if you're next to it for a little bit of time. So we're going to buff that up, and this one does register. Now we're at 2,200, so probably closer to 3,000 damage we're going to be doing with against these tough things. Pretty cool. I like it. If you want to, you can actually go onto the trade website and do a search and say, hey, search for life or something better. This is complete garbage, this item. I don't want to do that yet because on my last playthrough at 35 or 36, I searched for this and I found it for 5 chaos, a 6-linked item, and it was pretty cool to find that. So I'm just going to wait until I'm 36 and switch over. But this is kind of a hard thing to find at 36. So I would I would suggest upgrading now and or soon, just to something a little bit better, and we'll go from there. But this is good. We've got our Molten Strike still, life gain on hit, melee fizz, and faster attacks. We have Leap Slam with that's optional. Ancestral Protector, that's the thing we put down like that. We put it down like... Oh, got to mix this up a little bit, sorry. Got switched around. It's that. And that boosts our damage up as well, see? 26. Now we're probably getting close to 3,500 with the Pride going on. And then we have Steel Skin, Pride, or you could go with Purity of Elements. It's really nice. It's very convenient. And then Herald of Ash. And we still have this that takes care of our mana issues, and we can sit there and swing this all day long and see our mana barely moves. In fact, you could actually add in Blood and Sand and do even more damage. Well, we're going to keep it simple. So let's go on to the next step. We're in Act 3, and what's going to happen here is you're going to have this thing right here, this Ascendancy plaque. And remember how it said Act 1, Act 2, Act 2, and then this one were all these little circles were all Act 3s. Once you complete them all, it's going to open up. So Act 3, I don't think it. I can't really see. Let's see. No, it's not going to show me where they are. You'll get to see them, but once you've unlocked them on a character, in a league, it's open all the time, so you don't have to redo it every time like that. And you're going to go in here once you've cleared these out and unlock this waypoint. And then you're going to walk up here, and you're going to have a choice. At level 33, this is going to get unlocked. So we're going to come back here at level 33 and do this. I can do it right now. It's unlocked for me. It might. Maybe that might be a suggested level, but we're going to come back here at 33 and do this. Sorry, I'm talking over the guy. He's really cool.
The Lord's labyrinth awaits you.
All right.
Choose wisely.
Choose wisely. We will. And it's really powerful. It's amazing things we're going to get out of there. Let's go on. If you want, at this point, you could go on to Path of Exile trade and maybe look for a new weapon too. It's going to be unlikely. Our weapon is like a 190 DPS or something like that. It's pretty good. At this point, we haven't specialized in just swords, just two-handers. So we could do any melee two-hander. That's fine. We want it to have a bunch of sockets on there, probably at least 5. And we don't want to spend more than, I'll say 4, maybe even 3. And chaos. And the level, let's see. The level. Where's the level? Right here. Worth level 30, so we want to use it soon within level 32. And let's search. Then we're going to sort by total DPS. And here we go. 24 days ago. 236. Physical DPS. Looks like it's got some other things on there. Avoid being shot. 100% avoid. And 50% chance to shock chilled enemies. We're not going to be doing that. We could try this one out for 1 chaos. So let's whisper this guy. And let's see what happens. He accepted. We're going to get our 1 chaos. And we're just going to do a rough test on it to see if it's better than what our weapon is. And is their hideout. Accept the deal. Oh, it's 5, that's why. Okay, so that'd be a little bit tougher on us, but that's okay. And away we go. Thank you. Cool. This guy. And we're going to go back to our hideout. If you have the PoE Awaken trade, you can have a keybind that just does hideout for you. And I press it, and I'd automatically go to my hideout. So, we would be losing... looks like we'd have to recolor this thing, so let's give that a shot. Not linked up. Let's find out if it actually is a little bit more damage. 2293. Now, this isn't going to show you the the perfect example, but it's just a quick and dirty way to see what kind of damage you get out of this. What will we be giving up? +1 level to that. Increased chaos damage per level. We don't do chaos. The physical damage per level. That's going to be hard to beat. This weapon is a really good weapon for us. So I'm skeptical that this is going to be a better off deal for us. Now, if we happen to find one with the 6 sockets and maybe even linked up for cheap, and it's close in damage, but it makes life easier, go ahead and take that. Alright, here we go. Oh boy. No, not even close. But I got to show you, hopefully you watched through the end there. This is not a good way to go. Oh, the other thing is, see how it took these off? So don't count it with that. Count it with the 2,000. But we're still better off with the other way. So let's put this back. And probably because it's a staff, and then there's other reasons. But this is a good weapon. This really, really is nice. I mean, we got it at level 22, and it's still hard to beat it, as far as the damage and everything goes. Pretty nice. I'm happy that we're not having to upgrade. And let's go like this. Nice. So don't buy that one necessarily. So let's get into the fun stuff after all that. But I hope I explained enough of the different things that we're going through. We also have this new Lord's Labyrinth, or not this one right here. Where'd it go? Come on. And it didn't show it. I'll show you the thing in a second. And we're going to start going in this thing every time now. So let's go in here. We've reset our steel skin. We've got our buffs on. We're in good shape. And we're going to follow the yellow thing again. If there is... Oh, there's some yellow. We're still following yellow because we're going to use those to buy a tincture. A tincture is basically like a flask that you're going to put on your flask bar. And it's permanently on. And it's going to help the other flasks around it next to it. Let's see. Now, see that on the top right where it says hunt down wisps, what is it? Treants, and we got to get a score of 4,000. It's going to take a few trips in here to find them all, and you're going to get that to 4,000 to unlock your next Ascendancy. That's why we're going in here a lot. There's a few reasons. But we're going in here. Are these treants? They might be. Hard to tell sometimes. Nope, those weren't. But there's going to be a lot of loot down here too. You're going to be picking up cool loot, and the creatures are tough. They do I think chaos damage a lot. You'll see a bunch of purple flowers appear under them, and it's pretty brutal. But I don't mind. And we're not doing this optimized. We're just jumping in, taking a quick peek, getting some kills, and consequently, we're buffing these creatures out here to drop more stuff. This is all empowering them, and then the downside is they're stronger. We'll drop this, and chest level 5, we got frozen there. Now, we wouldn't have got frozen if we had Purity of Elements going, but we took it like a champ. Oh, let's kill this. And a bunch of stuff drops. Pretty cool. Summon Holy Relic, that's kind of cool. And away we go. Oh, it's a giant life one, let's see. Giant life is 830. We'll pick that up and try to 3 for... Wait, that's better than that. Nice. That, put there. Actually, this one's better. Actually, that one's better. It's 3 seconds versus 4 seconds. And away we go. Now we have that key because we went to the crematorium in here. So we're just looking for the sewer grate, and it should be close to the entrance here somewhere. Let's find it and go on to the next area. There it is. Now you could go in here because we empowered it and fight all these things, but it's not that big a deal. You're gonna be doing this over and over. Easy stuff. Don't sweat it. Let's keep going. Now down here we have to find 3 busts. Oh, and we're gonna jump in here. We'll let that guy, the ghost, touch him, I guess. And this guy, he's all upset. 2 orbs of alchemy, very cool. Oh, maybe this is still empowered. I think this is part of the same area. Is it? I think it is. Yeah, this seems... Oh, no, it's not. Not empowered yet. We'll take that and that. Look at all those things that are dropped. Pretty cool. And let's go down in there and do this one more time. Oh, Ironheart's with us this time. And... we got a... Oh, that's why it dropped some loot. It was a Ironheart beast that we captured up there. Now, I don't think the beast will be down here. Now, I'm not finding any yellow. Come on. Yikes, those guys are tough. But it's okay. We're just flying around. If you don't find any yellow, it's not the end of the world. We'll take that buff. And I'm just doing quick looks. No big deal. Didn't find it. There's no rush. We're going to get this unlocked. This thing, we're going to get it unlocked pretty quickly anyways. There it goes. Empowered, and we keep going on. Put the map back on in our background. And where is that bust? It could be over here. No, that's dead end. And usually there's two to the right of this block. Like a blockage. Oh, look at this. This is cool. This is a tough fight because it's a red beast. So we're going to need the damage. And we're going to be upgrading our weapon pretty soon. I'm guessing at like 34 or 36 there's a breakpoint that unleashes a newer weapon that's going to do even more damage. And these guys are just a pain. Look at him, he's running. Oh, he's empowered too. Oh, and he's running again. Come on. The ones that run are just a pain. Are you kidding me? Come on, buddy. There you go, finally. There we go. And is he finally going to drop? My god, we're doing a lot of damage still. He just... There we go. Oh, he dropped a bunch of white socketed items. Pretty cool. We don't want to use that over that, but those are pretty cool items that he dropped. Oh, one-handed axe. This is actually perfect for our offhand. You'd think, it's no big deal, but this is great. Come on. There. So now we got all the beasts done. We're going to pick this up. We're going to switch over here for a second. Put this... Oh, we got to identify it. One-hander. And now, that is really cool. Just nice flexibility having white sockets back here. Toss that on the ground. Switch back over. And everything's good. We got to rebuff because we took those off for a second. And away we go. Let's find the... Here's the blockage that we're going to be working on. And then we're going to get this. And let's go do that Einhard fight. I think we have a couple of them unlocked. Pride is getting stronger now. Flicker Strike is still leveling up in the background. And let's go over to do this menagerie thing. The beasts. Let's see if we can actually pick the ones that are tied to my character. Alright, we click that. 17, that is. And... not that one. So we could get 8 chromatic orbs, and then what else? Not that one. Not that. Oh, that one was us, I think. That one wasn't there before at level 30. So we'll do these two. Let's do this one first. Drop that down. This is going to be an easy one. And we just stand here and win. Open it up. Take our 8 chromatic orbs. Pretty cool. Now this one, it's going to create a unique item. It was level 30. I think this is the one we unlocked. That's 46. No, these I... Oh, we can unlock that one too. That's a Macer Scepter. We'll do this one real quick. Drop it down our totem and start swinging. Easy. He hit us pretty hard there, but we're healing back up. I haven't used the heal potion out of spite. And come on. We'll drop down our totem again. There we go. And What do we get? That's an interesting one. Let's identify it. It's already identified. Let's toss this thing on here and see what happens. 2300? Nope. We'll just sell that off. Somebody might buy it too, but we're just going to vendor it. Let's put our buffs back on, and because we took steel skin off of there, we have to put that one back on manually. And then the next guy. This one, not 30. The belt, and we could probably fight him just for fun. But I don't know if we've got him yet. And let's find out what it is. Come on. Oh, this is a more serious fight. I'll use a, heal potion. Okay, what do we get? Belt. Belt of the Deceiver. That's probably a good belt. And let's do the amulet too. Just to get it out of there, off of our list. Drop a totem down. Oh, he hit hard. We're going to use a heal. And I would like some more life. We should probably upgrade the chest and the belt, but we'll see. No problem. We still have this life gain on hit, and we have a lot of regen too, or leech. Alright, so we got these two items. Now let's take a look at this. Belt of the Deceiver. That's actually a good belt. Let's see. Global physical damage. Reduced extra damage from critical strikes. All the elements. Nearby enemies are intimidated, so that adds damage to them. And we get 33 life out of there. And more damage. And then when they're intimidated, they take even more increased damage. And we take reduced critical strikes. So those big hits, if we take them, we take less damage from critical strikes. I'm liking everything about this. And what do we have here? And then it's 15 to all elements? Let's take a look at our defenses. Put this on. I like it. Our defenses are cold, went down a little bit. But we could always put cold. Oh. No, that's good. Yeah, let's put this on. And then this one. Oh, regen. Max life. Gain elusive on reaching low life. You have phasing while on low life. We're not on low life very often. Accuracy, projectiles. We'll keep this one. But that's interesting. We can also upgrade this, and we probably will pretty soon. This is, 10% movement speed. We're moving pretty quick already, so we'll go from there. Let's sell these things off and go on to the next thing.
Survivor.
Pretty cool.
See you.
And we'll put this here. And put all these away. 8 of those. Pretty cool. And we're going to go right back in, and we're going to get the other 3 busts right in here. I think it's 3. And it should still be active. Yep. And there's the bus. And you're just going to wander around in here, open up this little stash, and pick these things out until you get all 3 of them. So I'll see you in a bit. Nice. An Orb of Alchemy. Pretty cool. And this is how you unlock more hideouts. Go in there, fight everything that's in there, and then it says hideout unlocked. I've already unlocked it, so I don't have to do it. And I'm looking for that last bust, I think. 3rd bust. Yep, it says at the top right. And this is the way forward. We're going to go back to that as soon as I find that bust. Come on. And sure enough, I wasn't paying attention, but usually there's 1 on this side and 2 on this side of this waypoint. And I bet you it's right over here. I just didn't notice. I was focused on something else. Yep, there it is. Cool. Pick it up. Take these guys out. And they're blue guys, and we'll move on. If I can stay and fight that guy, it doesn't really matter. We'll fight him. Cool. And we're going to keep going. Now it says, travel to the Sarn encampment. I think with those busts. But we're going to keep going. We're not going to go back there right now. So now we're just going to go forward, and we're going to find the waypoint in here. And let's do this. Just randomly open up a ton tough thing. You can actually... there's some bad traps in these, so it's a little risky, but it's fun. I just open them and hope for the best. And away we go. Let's pick up these, and I'll show you what we're doing here. Picking up the yellows. There's some more yellow over here and here. And a little event area, and I don't see any more yellows on the edge. But I'm not really looking really super carefully, because you're going to be using up like some fuel to light up this area. So nothing. And I don't even see any treants. Is that a treant? Nope. And I don't see a way forward here, so no big deal. Maybe this way? No. Oh, there's something. And I didn't find any of the events in here, but no big deal. We're just right back out. We've empowered all these creatures now. Put the map back on, and we're gonna find the what do you call it? Well, that's an interesting drop. Nice 4-link. We could. It might be better. That was it. Oh, it wasn't. It was just a regular one. But if you want, I mean, and you've got an extra alchemy orb sitting around just for fun, and it's up to you. You can just throw that on there and see what happens. Let's compare it to our current one. And no. It's got some nice armor on it. This is just a really bad piece of requires level 12. This requires level 21, and we're level. We can definitely upgrade that, but we're gonna get it at level 35. But you want to maybe upgrade that now for yourselves. This makes life easier and more fun. And where's the thing? Let's find it. Come on, open that up. Rawhide boot, interesting. And I'll find it. I'll be right back. Here it is, right here. Take these guys out. Oh, we're almost another level. Might as well do that right now. Let's finish this area off a little. Not finish it off, but we'll get the other kills in, and then we're going to go right back to town. It goes quick. I mean, look at that. Go. Here's an item that we have to pick up. Part of a quest item. It's usually sitting right over here in a corner of one of these areas. And I think there's also... Oh, another level. Nice. Pick that up. So 2 quests to turn in. There might be a guy we have to fight right over here. He's usually up against a wall. I don't see it. We'll get to him. He's usually up against a wall. I might be thinking of the barracks. And we're just going to go right back over here to town. Let's do that. And we're going to turn these quests in.
The Beatles poet.
Oh, another skill point. Beautiful. We're not going to spend them yet. We're getting close, though. Very close. Let's sell off this item. And the spirit. Turn that into. Let's find out. None of these guys yet. We'll get there. All right, let's have some fun. We're gonna go back to the website, the trade website, and we're gonna look for amulet. I think it's. Let's see if I can remember the name of it. Not dart. Risso's amulet accessories. This one right here. Let's double check. Yep, it only requires level 16. And let's see the ranges on this. Cold and fire. And what this does is, it gives us our 10% movement speed when we're on full life. We're on full life quite a bit, except we're in fights, and we're usually, we're in a fight right there standing. We don't need the movement speed. So we'll still have our movement speed. We get a little bit more strike distance. I like that. We get a 60% increased damage when we're on full life, and even in a fight, we're still on full life quite a bit. You'll notice. Reduced maximum energy shield. That doesn't matter to us. And then we get these resistances. So I like that. This guy wants it for 2 alchemies. Let's whisper him and see if he'll do the deal. And there might be better ones than these, but we're just doing this temporarily, just to have some fun here. So let's whisper him. And if you're logged into your account, you can actually do a direct whisper, and then you don't have to do this paste thing. And he wants it for 2 alchemy. he'll do a 2 alchemy trade, which is kind of weird to do this late in the league. Give him an extra stack of these. We'll give him 20 extra chaos, just for being cool. But you don't have to do this. You just trade normally, because if you're brand new, you're not going to have extra chaos. That's cool of him to do that. What level is he? 77. He can still use the chaos at this point. Very cool. Oh, whisper. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. And away we go. Oh, let's put this on. Let's see what it does. Our strength and dexterity is a little more. Cool. Actually about the same. So this is like an upgraded version of this thing. Well, the projectile speed a little slower. The projectile damage, but we're going to make up there for that with the 60% thing. We're at 24, 79, and then we put this on 29. But yeah, I like it. And oh, our accuracy. That's the first time our accuracy comes into play. We're going to be able to address that shortly. In fact, we could do it right now. Let's spend one of these points. You could, to be perfectly, like super accurate with your things, you could refund this point and this point and just go right here. I'm going to do that, but it's up to you. We can refund 1 point. I'm going to refund that and that. I'm going to say apply, and then we're just going to go down here, and it would be the same number of points. You're going to get so many refund points. Don't sweat it, and you can do it that way. Let's see what that did to our 96. Apply 98. We're almost there. Right over here is a lot of accuracy, and if we're going to be into an issue, we might just jump down there and get some accuracy and take care of it that way. But there's a few different ways we can approach it. So let's go from there. Or you could just leave this on and not sweat it. But we're going to have some fun. And I don't mind missing once in a while. Here we go. And a caveat. I don't want to miss when I'm doing Flicker Strike. I want that. I want to have a lot of... I want to be accurate with that one. But this one, it doesn't matter if one of our balls of doom miss, because we've got all these other ones. It's not the end of the world. We're going to go down in the catacombs next, and we're going to clear this out. It might have like a lab trial in here that you're going to have to complete. And we're also going to do this real quick. Purple, yellow, there's some yellow this way-ish. And... nice. And we're in good shape so far. Did that have resistances on it? No, it didn't. So our defenses. Only lightning. So we can move this from here to lightning and be in really good shape. Let's do that once we get right back outside in a second. And I'm really just kind of just running around. I'm trying to find the stuff, but you can do it slower, but it's not a big deal. You're gonna come down here, you're gonna find different things, but you want to find the yellow, and I didn't find much there, so no big deal. Out we go. Let's go fix that at our hideout. We're going to change that. And it's going to take a scour to scour that off. Let's go into our hideout. We're going to scour this off. And we're going to change it to lightning, I think. But instead now, with lightning, it's going to take a scour down here. See how that is? And if you don't have one, just save up and... or you could buy them with chaos, but they're kind of expensive, I imagine. We're just going to change it. But if you can't afford it, it's okay. No big deal. But now our defenses are almost capped. One away from being capped. Essentially capped. We're in great shape. And now we're not running Purity of Elements yet. We're doing the Pride for extra damage. Wow, and it has the +1 from the sword. This sword's pretty cool. I never realized it was that OP, but I like it a lot. And let's go right back in there. And inside here, in this catacomb, you're definitely going to do these trials, because as you get all 6 of them done, it's going to unlock the Ascendancy. And that's what we're going to do pretty much next. Let's see, at level 33. We're going to go right in and do that. And the trials are the things that, with the whirling blades and the piercing spears of doom and the pillars that spin and give you back rubs. Those are, yeah, it's right in here. I don't want to go in there, but just go in there and go to the end and do your thing. Don't try to die, though. That's where having a couple of life potions is actually nice, because then, then you don't die. And in softcore, it's not that bad. You die, you just get reset. Now, later in softcore, that you're going to have a 10% EXP penalty each time you die. There's ways to mitigate that. They're expensive. I've done it. Yeah. When you're up to level 95, it starts to become more difficult. 96, 97, 98 is really hard, and then you've got a tanky build and you can just fly really fast. You could probably make the push to 100, otherwise it's a real grind. You gotta be really safe, not die, and still gain all the EXP. So I'm gonna go through here and we're gonna do our quest in here and we're gonna move on. Right over here. And we're gonna go quest right through here. I think this is the docks, battlefront. Let's see. Let's take a look at the map. Yep, we still have to unblock that thing. We're in good shape. It wants us to go towards the docks, and you can always use this. So those are the different ways we want to go. Cool. Let's do it. And we're going to dive back down in here. There it is, right over. It's always close to the start, this thing is. We're going to dive back on. I just do a little circle. I don't see any yellows right away. The wolves down here. And away we go. Some of the fights can get pretty serious. You gotta stay out of that purple stuff down here. We don't have any chaos resistance. Yeah, he's a chunker. Look at that guy. Drop a totem down and hopefully that'll help. Uh-oh. Purple stuff. Oh, we live. Nice. And a coral ring. We could look at that. The purple stuff. Oh gosh, look at all that. Gotta upgrade all this. And we are 33. Once you've got all 6 of these trials of the Ascendancies done on that plaque, and I think you have to be at least 33 the first time you go in there, you're going to be doing your Ascendancy. So do that as soon as you can. We're strong enough to do it. You should be very close to strong enough to do it as well. We're not that far away. If you've been collecting and turning in chaos, you should be in good shape. So we're going to work on that next. And in the battlefront, we're going to pick up this ribbon. We're going to turn that in to a lady that we're going to find. Might be in town. Let's go find out. Let's go to town real quick and see what's up with that. And no, not in town. I think there's a lady at the other end over here that we've turned it into her. Let's identify this thing just for fun. And again, this ring's junky. Not that great. There's a lot better out there. Let's see what we can compare it to. This one is fizz damage. This one has no life on it. And yeah, it's probably not that good. I mean, it would help our damage, I think, a little bit, but not worth it. The other one has too much other stuff on it. So you can sell it to the vendor. And next up, let's do the, let's take a look here. I'm going to get one more level by going back over here, and then we're going to spend our points, and we're going to go do the Ascendancy. And you should be, if you're not at the Ascendancy level, you because you need, to unlock that last area. Just go do the trial wherever it points you to, whichever act and, area it wants you to go to. And it says the name of the area, like this might be the crematorium or in there, and you'll be able to do it. So let's do this, and I think we'll move right in there. Let's see which one this links to. Let's see, could be up top. Let's see, Solaris Temple. Let's see where it moved us to. Good, this is on the way to there. So we'll go turn in this item, and we'll jump in here as well, and we'll keep on going. We're just going to work our way right over to here. I'll be right back. Nice, we found a little treant area and got it up to 1400. We're getting there. And a bunch of stuff dropped on the ground. We'll keep going. Bunch of yellow stuff here. 2,000 yellow. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting outside. So it's going to be really pumped up. We'll find out what it does. Come on, let's go find some things to fight. There's something. It's pumped up a little chunk here. Dropped a bunch of items. We didn't get very much rarity or currency ones, so it didn't juice up that random roll. And here's the next thing. Pretty cool. And we're going to keep on going. And let's see if he drops a bunch of stuff. No, only one item. And we'll go on. Here's a Val side area. You want to go in there? And we'll just go in and do it. I don't think the Wisp effect goes in here. Let's see. I don't think it empowers this area too. Might. I don't think so though. But it's important to get down in here and let's find out. Get to the end and open up the vessel. Look at all that stuff. It's a lot of loot down here. You could definitely sell all that for the alterations and then make the trades, get some chaos, and be on your way. I just picked that up. Too. Let's take this guy out. And down here is one level higher than normal. So, the tougher creatures, you get more experience. Drop a totem down. And take everybody out. You guys should be doing about the same thing. I didn't do anything tricky. We got that weapon. That's pretty cool. This was cheap. These were cheap. This we found, but you could find one cheaply, probably for 1 chaos or less. And this is garbage. That's not very good. This was nice to have just so we didn't have a mana issue. So there's no reason why you guys can't be doing the same stuff here. Pretty cool. And let's open up the Val thing. And we got Vanity? Oh, it's the Vanity. Oh, 1/9 of a Tabula Rasa. That might be worth like a chaos. Early on, it's definitely worth like a chaos. You could sell that 1 card for that. And then, because if you get 9 of them, you get a Tabula Rasa, which is an item that has no stats on it, but it's a 6-linked chest item. Pretty cool. Like if I had one, they're usually like 9. Let's find out how much this is. Probably a chaos or 2. So that's might be worth 2 chaos. Pretty cool. And then you throw that on, and then you've got a 6-linked chest piece. We're not going to go that route though. And Bow Ground Slam. We'll just pick these up and I'll store them away for later. But you could always do a price check and find out, you might find some good stuff. Let's continue on. And the thing I want to upgrade next is my life flask. I want to have at least one good one on me. Better than the 830. Also, I just found a superior gem. Again, if you collect 40 quality worth of gems and sell it to the vendor, 40 or more, you don't want to go too high. That'll give you a Gem Cutter's Prism, and those are valuable to trade in for, what do you call it? Chaos Orbs. We'll keep on going. Sorry, guys. And then we just go down here, and we're at level 2, right up. And this is where we're going to turn in that ribbon at the end here, so. And I'll dive down in here and try to find some yellows. Anything yellow? Nope. We'll just keep on going. And here she is, Dahlia. We'll take this. We'll turn in our ribbon thing that she wants. I think she wants that.
You are not a cop. What is that you have?
Yep, and then she gives us a choice. And, I mean, if you're really hurting for something, let's say you could do... Int is probably one of our things that we need a lot of. We don't need Dex, and probably not Strength. But just in case, I don't have a Strength item. We're going to save that one.
The cockroaches will come
We'll
again.
identify it just in case I might need a Strength item to equip some items. We have an Int item saved, and now we have a Strength item.
Cross the river, squash the... I like you. You may go.
Cool. Let's go do the fun thing now. Well, this is all fun, but extra fun. We're going to spend our points. We're going to go to town. Clean things up. Oh, I went to my hideout out of habit. We're going to put that away. And you're going to be saving up right down on here. Just like I'm saving these up for the 40 quality to get a bauble. You're going to be saving up, what was it? The gems to get a gem cutter's prism. So I'm going to put this here. I'm not saving them because I've got plenty of these things. And we'll put this away, that away, that away, that away. And then I'm going to turn in and do the 3 for 1. I think we can do it through her. Let's see. I think we can do it. Yep. Cool. A little bit better. 1,000 over 3.5 seconds. It's something. And I'm just leaving that one on there temporarily until we get to the next stage. Now let's spend our points. Oh boy. Alright, so we've opened it up. We're going to go right down here. We want to be prepared for when we get multi-strike at 38 for flicker strike. So we're going to go there, there, here to increase our frenzy charge duration. That's going to add another frenzy charge to our maximum. Then this, then that, then this one. This one adds some evasion to our frenzy charge. And then per frenzy charge, movement speed per frenzy charge, attack speed per frenzy charge, and another +1 to our frenzy charge. And here, every time we kill something, we have an 8% chance to gain a frenzy charge. So that's going to help us sustain our frenzy charges as well. And then 8% increased damage per frenzy charge on top of that. There we go. That's how we're going to spend our points. And we'll go from there. And now, I think it's time to go in here. I'll show you how to, if you don't have this unlocked, this waypoint, to go do the lab, if you don't have that, then just run in here, make sure you've done all the trials. It won't let you in unless you have it, and it'll tell you which area to go to. Let's say you're missing one. It said go into the catacombs in Act 3. Then just go in there, or just keep on searching and you'll unlock it. And away we go. Click that, and then you'll have this as a waypoint. And you're going to come up here. The first time you're going to do this one. At 55, we're going to do this one, and you have to click that and then say activate. We're just going to activate this first one. See how this says Act 6, Act 7, Act 7, Level 2, Chamber of Sin? Well, we're not there yet. But I've already unlocked it on the other character, so I won't have to do it again. So, let's do this. Oh, 1 second. We've activated it, and 1 second. There we go. Just click right here. I don't know. I couldn't click for something like. I was clicking on here, it wouldn't. There. It was weird. But anyways, now it's clicked, it's activated, and we're ready to go. I was like, what's going on here? Let's gonna do it. Now the thing is, if you die in here, you get set back to the very beginning. This first lab is kind of short, and it's called labyrinth. Lab is short for labyrinth. And we're just gonna run in here. Now I have an extra gem on here on us, that Flicker Strike gem, and what you want at the very end, we're going to do something with it, probably add quality to it. But in general, when you're trying to reach the end in here, just kind of go towards the top rightish. Search around there. In general, it's usually the right way to go. Don't get stuck by that thing. Nice having Leap Slam in here. Dead End. so it looks like it's back over this way. But if we have a heal potion, we should be in good shape here. 2 of them is nice to have in here. And I think it's this way. Here's the top right, like I was talking about. And it should be like right over here. It's going to be random every time. And sometimes it's a lot easier to run on certain days. There we go. And that's the first Aspirant's Plaza. So we're just going to go right into it. So that, here's the fight, the first fight. You can, if you have a bunch of stuff, you can put it in your stash here as well. Let's go do the first third of the Izaro fight. We're going to walk right up. We're all buffed up. Here we go. Got a frenzy charge now. And just don't let them hit you. We might be able to tank it. In fact, I might want to test it. Let's test it. Oh, we already beat them. We're that strong. Maybe in the next one we'll let them. Well, I don't want to let them slam me, but I want to see if I could take a slam. I think we could. Let's continue on. So that was too easy. And we're just going to run over here. We're going to use our manual sprint as well, just to move a little faster. And I try to avoid these, you know, this kind of stuff, the weird puzzle stuff. I just want to get to the end and not do the side optional stuff in here. I just want to unlock the thing and move on. Let's see. I'm going to guess to the right and top right generally. You can hop up there. And some days, each day it gets reset with a different, what do you call it? Like a different randomness of length and difficulty to get to the end. So some days it's a really short run to the end. Other days it's a little bit longer. See, I don't want to go in this one. I want to skip this side passage, so I'm going to keep looking. There should be a way forward, like right around here somewhere. It's not over there. It's not going to be in the middle here. I might just take that side passage because I don't want to go over there. It looks like there's a puzzle of some sort, and I'll just take the thing that I didn't want to necessarily do, the little side passage. It's not the end of the world. Go in there, and we're going to try to find the way forward this way. I just don't want to do puzzles and stuff. We'll take the shrine, another level, very cool. We're not going to spend the points. We'll wait, save a few, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do next with those. And there might be an interesting thing we can do with some jewels that will give us some interesting effects. You don't even really want to open up these other boxes and everything along the way, because you just want to focus on getting through to the next area. Come on, I don't want to do puzzles. I don't want to do the puzzle. Maybe let's check over here. Good. And there we go. Aspirant's Trial. This is the stage 2 of the fight.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes
and we should,
hesitation.
1,000 health. We should be able to tank it.
Only as efficient as those
His major slam. And we're going to drop a totem. And then we're going to fight him. I haven't moved.
You are inexhaustible.
Is that it? No? Is he dead? No, he's not dead yet. Come on, buddy. There we go. I had to back up a little bit just to get some more fireballs to land on him.
Only one of your lessons was complete. Ascendancy.
He's got a lot of good voice lines too. Really cool ones. And here we go. We're almost done with this already. This is the shortest one though. They get the 4th lab that you have to run. Well, let's get off the fire. Oh gosh, they put them up here. We gotta do these levers. Let's use I mean, I could mess up here quite easily. Lever, because I'm just rushing through it. Now the life gain on hit is nice because we can actually heal ourselves by hitting those things. Getting a little crazy. Oh, we made it through. Don't like puzzles. I like just fight stuff, go forward. Watch out for those things. They'll slam down on your head and hit really hard. And we can jump there and keep moving forward. I think it's actually back this way. Oh, yep. Sometimes you gotta slide through those and break them. And look at this. Is this the end? Close. One more. So not bad. Only a few rooms to go through. And we're gonna look to the top right again, in general. And there's manual sprint. And I mean, these aren't bad. They're level 33s and we're 35s. We're doing pretty well. Watch out for those spiky guys. If you clear a whole crew of those, and they all die at the same time, all their spikes get released, they can really hit you hard. If you have armor, though, it's not so bad. I can sit there and just crush them. Is this the way? No. It's a side way. We keep on going and look for the final way. There are interesting things. You can get more chests and heal up real fast from that. You can get, like, special treasure chests, more keys. Looks like there's a hidden passageway, a hidden coffer. There might be just like what I was talking about, like a hidden treasure key. I don't know, let's see. Nope, just a bunch of stuff. Pretty cool, though. And away we go. There it is. Is it in here? Yep. Nope. It's this way. Wait. It's this way. Around the corner. We're doing really well. Here's it is. Aspirant's Trial. Pretty cool. If you have a bunch of stuff, go ahead and stick it in there. There is a stash after this fight, too. Let's go on. Open the door. This is the last stage, so don't mess up here. On the later ones, I died walking towards the doorway. There was a guy that shot me and killed me, and I had to start all over. That was years ago. I still remember it. Uh-oh, I'm lagging out a little bit there. Felt like I was like moving weird. Got my hand hovering over that heal bar, the heal potion, and oh, he actually hit me. Treasure key, only one. Usually you get two, but oh well. All right, so we've done that part, and when you walk in here, the first thing you should do is ignore all this and that thing, and just lock this in by clicking that, and we're going to choose our Ascendancy. We're going with Slayer. And another tree. Pretty cool. Next, Ascend. And we can undo this later if we want to. Here we go. Now, we have some choices ahead. I'm going to do this other stuff in here just in case we get disconnected, because we've locked in. We have the 2 points to spend there, and it's right up here. We have Ascendancy points right there now. And we're going to let's do the treasure chest. A ring. Ooh, an orb of scouring. Those are nice, right? And 2-stone ring. Let's identify that ring just for fun. It might be better than ours because we haven't upgraded our ring. Now we could craft on that. That's interesting. And it's intelligence. We need intelligence. So we're just going to put it back there. All right. This thing, the Divine Font. They've changed it this league. Now it does quite a bit of different stuff. You could transform a gem into a random transfigured gem of the same color. So if you have like a gem that could be transformed, a skill gem on us, you could take it, like a Flicker Strike or anything else. Let's see, Flicker Strike like that one. And we could do it. This is one we're leveling up, so I guess we could actually do it on here. So let's do it. Ideally, I'd want to do it on, let's say, a different skill gem, but I didn't bring one. Oh, I could do it this way. Let's go grab a skill gem from my gem tab and just do skill, temporal rift. Not a support gem. Consecrated, here's one, consecrated path. Okay, let's go up here. Let's put it on here, and it's going to transfigure it into these new weird gems that came out this league. And they added like 140 of them, I think. And they're adding more next league, so then we're going to select that. Or you could just take a certain skill gem that you have on you right now, any one of these, and I could add 2 skill points to it. I wouldn't want to do that on a support gem because there's a way around that. But a steel skin gem and put another 2% on there, that would be pretty cool. And I would suggest you pick a skill gem and actually just add the skill to it, because it's expensive to get a skill gem up to level 20 quality now. The other stuff is easy. The support gems, there's a trick for that, but skill gems you need it this way. But we're just going to do this for fun, so we're going to craft that onto it, and it's going to change this thing into something else. We have 3 choices. I think we could even cancel out and keep our old one, but I don't know. Perforate of bloodshed. The regular one is just perforate, so this is of bloodshed, so that does something else. Summon golem of the hordes. What does this do? Summon a flame golem. The flame golem can cast a wave, and then it ups our golem count from 1 maximum to 3. That's kind of cool. And an ice crash cadence. What you could also do is do a price check on each of these. You'd have to do a price check manually on each of these. But let's do the Summon Flame Golem of Hordes. And we'll pick this one just for fun. And now once we have it, now we can do a price check on it with this thing. Wow, that's worth 5 or 7 chaos. Pretty cool. So if you want to get lucky, just take a regular red gem or green gem or whatever, quickly run through this, put it in here, do a manual check on the 3 that it's going to give you, and pick the one that's 5 or 6 chaos. And pretty cool. Because people don't want to run through here and then get lucky. They just want to buy the one they want. Now, this is kind of interesting. Let's see. Steel Skin, Herald of Ash. I don't really have a spot for it. I could put it right here because the defenses we get from this doubling up isn't that much. So let's set it there. And we'll just play with it for fun. We'll just put our... Can I put them like that? 2, 3. That's pretty cool. Now we have 4 little flame golems running around. Now we're leveling this up. They're not going to have very much health. They're going to die very quickly. So let's level this one up in the back, just for fun. And away we go. We'll put this back on, and that back on. And now we're going to do our Ascendancy. We've done the treasure chest, the divine font, and you could have like multiple treasure keys and open a bunch of these treasure chests. If you do some of the side areas, there'll be treasure keys in there, but I just run for the end. Okay, if this is not showing, you know, always once we've unlocked this, see this little arrow? Just pops it up. Same with this one, this Ascendancy down here. I'm just going to hide it for a second. And the next thing we're going to be doing is, we can always undo this. It's a little costly. It's like 10 chaos worth of refund points to undo this, but you're going to get there. We're going to do this. We're going to test out how reliable this leech is. Because normally, if you're leeching, once you get back to full life, it'll stop the leeching from happening. Well, with this, it doesn't. And not only that, it's going to reduce our damage taken from leeching, while leeching, by 10%. We're just going to a flat-out damage reduction across the board. So it's pretty nice, and there's other things we're going to be getting soon. At like level 55, we'll probably be taking this to up our frenzy charges even more. There's going to be ways around our accuracy and our more damage right here and right here. It was either that one or that one. We'll figure out which one we're going to take. We don't need to take this this one right here, the killing enemies, the Culling Strike, at 20% on lore, because we're going to get a Culling Strike a different way. It won't be 20%, it'll be 10%, but it'll still be significant. So we won't need to go up there and get that one. So let's give it a try. We'll say apply, and away we go. And we're going to test it out. We'll test it out right now without having life gain on hit. And that means we're going to be able to put something cool there that'll give us even more damage. Let's go test it out. Well, our damage is a lot higher, but that's because of a lot of things going on. But our damage is sitting at 4,200. Let's see if the leech will wear off. 47. Oh, and at max life, we get even more. So let's see if we'll drop a totem down. Let's see if we can find something to really test it. So far, we haven't had any life issues either, so... With that down there, we're sitting at 46, let's see. I'll put a totem down right here. It's hard to... They're dying so quick. Yeah, 4,600 plus more. Pretty cool. Oh, we'll take that. Oh, that's over. We already got this. And so far, so good. We might even go give it a shot and use another support gem now. I'll be right back. All right, let's actually commit to this. We're gonna commit to it, and we're gonna get rid of the life gain on hit, and we can always switch back. But for now, let's do this. We're gonna grab close combat. You can buy that at one of the vendors. Either one of them will sell it to you, or we've actually found it too on the ground too. And close combat. Now it says 25% more based on proximity. Flicker Strike is going to be right up in their face. Even Molten Strike goes right up in our face, kinda, sorta. So we're going to change this one. Let's put this in here. We're going to drop this down. We need green, red, green. You know, 2 greens. And you could do it on here. Let's see. If we do it on there, if you've unlocked it, there's a socket coloring thing. Let's see. 2 linked. No, not that one. At least 2 greens. It would cost 25. Or we'll just roll it like this and take a risk. Or we can just go out and find one of 2 greens and 2 reds. We can buy one probably for cheaper. But let's do this and find out what happens. Nope. No. Close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably easier to buy one. 11, 12. There we go. So it's cheaper in our case. It got that way. We're going to get a bit of shot here. Just like that. And if you don't have this and you don't want to go with close combat yet, and you want to stick with this, that's fine until you can save up a little bit more and buy the right one. But we're switching over to at 35, we're going to be 36-ish. We're going to be switching over to a chest piece that happens to be linked quite nicely. And we got it for 5 chaos. And we'll put that in there, and we've committed to it, and let's see, what are we leveling up back here? That's fine. Summon flames and faster attacks. All those are pretty cool. We'll stop leveling up that one, and away we go. Now we're leveling up that life gain on hit still. We'll cast this back, and now, here's the thing. The closeness thing, that boost for close combat, is not going to show up on here. You'd have to use Path of Building and find it that way. But now we should be really, 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 really powerful. Let's just go in there and just destroy everything that's close. It's going to be brutal. And where do we go? Got to go over there somewhere. So let's hop down this wall. Speed up. And nice. Everything just melting. And the docks. I'm going to find the... there should be a... Let's see if there is a waypoint in there. There is. Let's find the waypoint, and then we're going to continue from there. Got to go in there. Let's just grab the waypoint. Come on, waypoint. I know you're around. Oh, actually, the waypoint's kind of hard to find in this one. So it's not hard to find. It's just towards the end. So let's go back to town. Just go back to town. We've done quite a bit in this episode. At level 36, you can start looking for 35 technically. You can start looking for 6 link chest pieces. And we'll put this over here. We're not 36 yet. Oh yeah, we are. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well. Watch this, guys. Just to give you an example, we're gonna actually pull this up to see how likely it is for you to find one of these as well. I found it for 5 chaos, and I did it live. I think I did it live when we did it and found it. Here we go. All right, we're gonna actually try to search for an item like that we can actually wear. Okay, and I'll show you how to avoid a pitfall as well. So we're gonna go to, we want body armor. Let's scroll down. Then we're going to scroll down and say, hey, we don't want, or we want it to have 6 links. 6 links, okay. And the level is going to be 38. We want to use it soon. We don't want to use it later. We want to use it now for fun. And we could set a max price too, but we'll take a look. So we're going to say search, the initial search. Alright, it gets a bone armor with evasion for 3 chaos. It's corrupted, that way we couldn't change these colors. We don't want that. We don't want that. If you were to buy one of these thinking, okay, this is great, and I'll just turn it into a, what do you call it? A rare, it's going to raise the level requirement. So don't go that route. Let's see, we're going to go back down in here. Unidentified, there's one of those tabula rasas. Now we're getting up to 7 chaos. Triple green, not, what do you call it, corrupted, so that's a good thing. But it's dex and int, so it's going to be hard to roll a bunch of reds on there. No, now we're up to 8 chaos. Now we're into the tabula rasas for 8 chaos. You could go this route and just buy one of these and then have a link, but we're going to try to spend a little bit more maybe. I got mine for 5 chaos by doing this. You could just buy this though, throw it on there, and you know make sure it's not, you know, corrupted or anything as well, because it might raise up the level requirement. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to say not any. We're going to go with any non-unique. Or let's go with rare. Just rare item that's already been done. Now we'll search it. Now we're up to 10 chaos. Now we're back into the normal. I did get her for 5, and now we're up to 15, so it's even more expensive. Now this is a dex int. If you have a bunch of chromatics, you could get it for 10, and then roll this and hope to land at least 3 or 4 red sockets with some green and maybe 1 blue. That would be workable. Now we're up to 18. Yeah, the prices have gone up. I think I did that video, and some people watch, not a ton of people, but yeah, it's getting more expensive. What you do is just keep an eye out and search this occasionally. I did get it for 5, and if you have this one, we could roll and try for it. But 10 chaos, red, dex int. It would be doable. This one right here for 15 chaos is the one that we'd most... No, it's not identified, so I don't trust it. Might identify, and all of a sudden the requirement would go a lot higher. But let's go back to this one. You're just going to keep an eye out there, and you can actually do this thing where activate live search, so it can alert you to a condition that you would meet. You'd like set your max price of 10. And then if anything new came on the market, it would alert you, it would make a beep or something. I don't really use that very often, so let's go back over here. So I did get lucky. It looks like I put life on there. And we're fine. I'm fine having life on there. I crafted life onto it. And maybe it was the reduced attribute requirements that helped it out. I don't know if that counts as an attribute. I don't think so. But anyways, let's go ahead and pop this up here. And now we're going to move. The neat thing is we're consequently we're not going to have anything up here for a second, and that would give us 50 extra. Oh, we need a green on here, so we're going to have to change that to green. 2 greens. Okay, do that real quick. You could go through the bench, and it costs 25 to guarantee 2 greens on there at least, but you could get 3 greens, I think, and that would be bad. So we're just going to go right up here, and we're going to see how much it takes. Now, this is a strength int item, so it might be a little tricky. We're going for 2 greens. 2 greens. Come on. And a bunch of reds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is terrible. 11, 12. You might have to wait till level 40 to get this upgrade. But here's the thing. We're completely fine still. 2 greens. This is a lot. More than likely you would not have these, so there's a this is going to be difficult to run the 2 greens with the reds. Almost. 1, 2. So this is giving you an idea of how many it could actually take. Not good, not good. A bunch of greens and 2 reds. Technically, no, because I want the other red on there now. 3. No. No. Oh, that's a lot of no blues. That's kind of nice. And I'm just looking for 2 greens. You're not going to have this many, if you're new, you're not going to have this many, what do you call it, chromatics at all. So you could buy some chromatics, but this is, you'd be spending your chaos on chromatics. It's not a good idea. Technically good enough. Let's throw it on there. Alright, so, Molten. So you might want to definitely buy something that fits this criteria. And once we get up to level 40, there's going to be more available to us. And even 42, there's going to be 6 links that are more available. This is really pushing the limits. So, Molten Strike, and faster attacks, and close combat, and melee fizz, and life gain on a hit. Where are you? Right here. And we're going to find one more to put on there just for fun. And we'll be right back. I think at level 31 or in the library in our Act 3 here, when we get up into the library area, you're going to be able to buy this gem called Fortify. And it's going to add damage, but it's also going to make us even more tanky. So we're going to throw that on there too. And we're taking this. These are all supported, a 6 link. Pretty cool. This is probably going to take you to a level, like maybe level 40 or 42 before you can land this item right here, this 6 link, smoothly when you're first starting out. But if you're not, and you don't care about the chaos, you're definitely going to be able to get this up and rolling very quickly. And now the other thing is, I'm not even going to bother to put anything in here right now, but there's things we could put in there, but it's going to add 50 to our defenses across the board. So now, well, look at this. we're overcapped, but that's fine. We're going to have some fun. So let's go do our new crazy life gain on hit, physical damage, life gain, fortify, more damage, faster hits, closer combat, molten strike. But we're going to be switching to cyclones, or not cyclone, flicker strike as soon as we can support the frenzy charges. So let's go into it, find out what this is all about now. Battlefront. We'll say new, just to reset it, make sure it's new. And the next episode we'll be working on that. Oh wow, this is just we're completely tanky now. Oh, and we got to put this up and that up, and we're using a lot of mana now. That might be too much mana. One way we could get around it temporarily is we could, if you want to, I don't suggest doing this, but we could minimize that, and we could probably take out the life gain on hit, and it wouldn't be as bad. because we really don't need it. But let's see. And then you could search for a 5er. That would be enough. But we put this back in here, and you don't care if you don't care about the regret points. You could just go like this and like that. Apply it, and now that's faster. And there's another way around this as well. Yeah, this is plenty now. But it's still a little bit of a concern. We can't just spam it endlessly. And more than likely, I'll probably get rid of that life gain on hit if we don't really need it at all, and make maybe another damage thing to go even more damage. Let's see. Here's a tougher area. Still using a lot of life, or a lot of mana. Let's take this out of there. But that's the other thing, when you get carried away here like we are, it gets a little intense on the mana, even though we're using this ring. Let's do it without life gain on hit, because we're so tanky. Yeah, we can do this without life gain on hit. So you could probably search for a 5 link and find one of those very cheaply. Instead of going right directly to the 6 link. It's your choice. Yeah, this is a lot smoother. This runs smoothly now. In fact, I'm going to see if we can actually refund these. I've got the points to do it. And let's see if it runs smoothly without it. We can test it. And yeah, this runs smoothly without that still. Nice, so we saved the 2 points. Pretty cool. Alright guys, so collect a few more points. Ooh, what is this? Here's the Warden of the Eves again. Cool timing. Collect a little more spending points. And this is the tinctures that we can actually buy from them. And what we do is we put it like right here on either side, so we have, it's going to help support things on either side of it. And damaging hits always stun enemies that are in full life. Overwhelm 14% of physical damage, 17% increased area of effect if you've been killed recently. Or this one. Or this one. All damage can shock. There's all different ones. We're going to use one that has Calling Strike, and then other stuff on it as well. Pretty cool. And away we go. Alright, so we've done quite a bit in this episode, probably too much, but I get carried away and I have a lot of fun with it. So if you're following along, I hope you're having a good time. We look absolutely just like deadly, and we are. We're having a good time. If you want to search for a 5 link, they're going to be a lot cheaper, like significant, probably 1 or 2 chaos for a 5 link at this level, and then you just 5 link up your thing, get the green and go this route, and then we'll be working on Flicker Strike in the next episode. That's the goal. Have a good one and have fun. I'm having a blast with this. This is so, I don't know, I just like, I don't mind leveling at all. I like the challenge of being overpowered and just smashing through stuff, and then we'll get into the mapping and knock that all out. And ideally, we're going to set this character up so that we can do the tier 17 maps. I was doing tier 17 maps on my other guy, and he's great for Delve. I have a Cycloner who's great down in Delve, but once he gets back up in the tier 17 maps, then he needs some, well, he had 9,400 health too. He was a unique build and a lot of fun for Delve. Up top, there's so many more things going on. I wanted to be able to do some tier 17 maps and do different things and some bosses, just spread things out. So we're going to give this guy, he's going to be our guy to do that kind of stuff. So we're going to have some fun, have a good time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Pretty cool. I'm having fun.